Gravity Films. We have another interview. Let us know who we have here.
My name is RosaMira, aka Rosa. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm in the 757 now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
My bad.
So, what was it like growing up in Richmond? Because, you know, when I go to Richmond, I feel like it's two different sides of Richmond. You know, you got the college part, like VCU, and then you got the hood part, which, you know, got a high crime rate and shit like that. But tell me what it was like for you growing up in Richmond.
For me personally, I live in a neighborhood that's not too far away from the hood, so it was always just some like things that were going on that were kind of like crazy per se. But I'm just kind of happy that I'm out of there. Like, I felt like I had to get out of there. I personally was bullied a lot growing up. So yeah, I just tried my hardest to get out of that area and move on.
Okay, so you say you were bullied a lot. Why do you think that was? You know, because I have a guess. You know, maybe people may get jealous or may feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Cause I just know from being in, you know, certain environments, you know, the hood or whatever you want to call it, and we have a very envious, hateful mentality. You know, it could be against our own brothers. It could be against a girl that's lighter than us. It could be because, you know, someone has more money than our family. You know, but explain to me exactly why you feel like you were bullied early on in your life.
I feel like people were definitely just jealous. And then, like, people just went along with the trend, like, oh, this is the person that we're all bothering, so let's all bother her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, now that I'm, like, making music and stuff, everybody always tries to, like, talk to me from, like, middle school and stuff, and I'd be like, why are you speaking? Yeah. But, yeah, it was a lot at the time, but at this point, I just see it as kids being little kids.
Most definitely. But when you say bullying, could you describe like an instance or like something happened? Because I know like it's been times where okay, so basically my dad used to cut my hair like basically with the trimmers, with the edgers. Ain't it what it's called? The edgers? He used to cut my hair with the edgers. So I used to go to school bald. And I had a peanut head. So, like, when I used to walk into the cafeteria, they'd be like, Uncle Bernie. Because, you know, from the little kid from the Bernie Mac show. You know what I'm saying? So, that's an instance to where I didn't necessarily take it as bullying, but I was like, damn. But tell me an instance.
A lot, but a nigga literally stole my shoe from my foot, took it in the bathroom, came on it, and gave it back. Like, besides that, niggas used to take my shit and break it and give it back. People were just wilding. Like, wilding. It was mainly men, though. Or boys, I should say. Which is crazy.
Definitely boys. Because that's not a manly thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why do you think it was boys, though? Like,
I think they were... You know how, like, little kids, like, the way they try to flirt?
Uh-huh.
I think they were trying to flirt. But it was just, like... not flirting at all.
They didn't have the courage to actually go and talk to you.
Yeah, they just wanted to fuck with me. Like, play and do stupid shit.
How did you take it?
I didn't really process it at the time. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't process it until after. And then after the fact, I kind of just moved forward.
So you're saying that, like, it didn't really affect you in the moment, really? Do you think it affected you looking back at it? Or just not really?
For a very short time period. But I was moving forward, doing better things. Like, I was in the governor's school during high school, doing art shit, so... Yeah, it didn't bother me. I always wanted to be in the governor's school. Really? Yes, because I played cello from 5th grade to 12th. Yeah, I was in the governor's school, mathematics for the violin, so... Oh, you was nice then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. So,
Tell me what it was like with the family. Like, how was your household set up when you was younger?
So,
in your eyes.
When I was first born, I got 2 older brothers. I got my mom and my dad. They were all there. And then my sophomore year, my dad left. So that's basically it for the most part. Like, it was chill. They all had problems, but it was chill.
I ain't gonna let you get off that easy. You gonna have to tell me a little bit more. Like, so basically, let me ask you this: who did you gravitate towards the most? Your mom or your dad?
My dad.
Okay. And why do you think that is?
I think it's just because there were so many men. Like, it was her and, like, brothers and him. So it's like, okay.
You're used to that, like, that masculine energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think, because I like to ask the people that I interview this, because I feel like childhood really makes you, you know, and what do you think was a moment in your childhood that you could say, this moment made me, or this moment affected me in a specific way that I take with me now?
This might be kind of boring, but, like, I had this dog from when I was, like, 4 to when I was 16. And, like, that's what one of my tattoos is. I only have 2 tattoos. One of them is for her when she died. But, yeah, I feel like a lot of what I turned into was a reflection of, like, my relationship with my dog. Because, like, I feel like I'm very loyal. Like, I feel like sometimes, it might sound weird, but sometimes I feel like I act like a dog. Like, for real. Like, I'm just that very loyal, very nice, like, person. Like, I learned a lot from her because everything else I learned growing up was what not to do. But she was really the only thing that seemed like something positive to actually, like, follow.
Well, so what you learned, when you say you learned what not to do, like, give me an example of that.
I think one of my brothers has, like, really bad anger issues. I think my dad's a narcissist. And I think that my other brother's an alcoholic. And I think my mom just has a lot of trauma.
But how did you learn? You saying you learned that from the dog, or you learned that, like?
No, I just learned what not to do from everybody else, but she was the only, like, positive influence. So I took the most from, like, the dog. It sounds weird, but that's really what happened.
Okay. No, I wasn't following it at first. Now it makes sense. So, why do you feel like your dad is a narcissist, though? Because, you know, I think society nowadays, you know, a lot of people throw around, oh, you're a narcissist, you're a misogynist, or, not saying that what you're saying is invalid, but that gets thrown around. Tell me why you feel like that, and how that affected you.
I guess, like, one example would be, like, one time I was in Virginia Beach. Like, I was in high school, but I was in Virginia Beach. And I ended up running into one of his close friends while I was there. And he never had a problem. Like, he never was worried about what I was doing at all. Like, he did not care about what I was doing at all. But once he figured out that his friend found out that I was, like, in Virginia Beach, he was like, oh, that's a problem. And then he stole my car and, like, did a whole bunch of, like, wild stuff. Like, he cares so much about his appearance, and that's one part of being a narcissist. Like, it's really about how his people around him view him, like,
how he's perceived.
Yeah. And, like, for his birthday, he was like, don't talk about, like, because I just recently, like, stopped going to college. He's like, don't talk about that on my birthday party. Like, caring a lot about how you're perceived, and then the fact that he would even leave my mom, you know, like, that's pretty narcissistic, if you ask me.
Do you think that affected you, like him not really caring what you do? Because I feel like any woman, like, would want to look at their dad as, you know, somebody that is a protector and gives guidance. You feel like that was missing, like he should have been there more so to guide you, but instead he was thinking about himself. Yeah.
And, like, if he ever did care about what I was doing, it was more like
because of other people.
Yeah, because of how other people would see it. Like, yeah, for sure. So he did care sometimes, and when he did care, it was over the top. Like, completely over the top.
When you say completely over the top, like
stealing my car and putting a wheel lock on it, so I can't even steal my own car back, and not even telling nobody. So we called the police and reported it as stolen. and we were asking him, did he know what happened? He was lying about it. Like, that's over the top.
Definitely over the top.
Like, it's my car, you didn't buy it, I bought it. Like, your name's not on the title.
Yeah, that's pretty. How did that affect you though? Like, you think you carry that on to like, your life now?
No. I kind of just see them and I'll be like, y'all are all fucked up. I'm leaving y'all alone.
Did you take along some toxic tendencies from that, you think? Nah, you said fuck nah. Them niggas crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go along another road. This interview is brought to you by Incense by Laurent. Again, that's Incense by Laurent. You can get 10 sticks for $10 or 20 sticks for $15. And the new flavor, Cinnamon Smooth, is perfect for any guy that gets that I'm on the way text and they're cleaning up and they want to set the mood right. This is perfect for that. So go ahead and use a promo code Gravity Films to cop your incense. Now, we're back to the interview. When did you know that you love music?
I always used to run around the house singing. Like, my dad used to play music when I was little, and I always used to sing it. So I always loved music, and like I started playing the violin when I was in 4th grade. Mm-hmm. Started playing the piano in middle school, ukulele high school, piano middle school. I think I already said that. But yeah, like I just always loved it, like instruments, singing, all that. It's kind of like I can't even remember when it started because it was just when I was so little that I was always like attached and loved it.
Do you remember the first artist that you attached to?
No. I know that there's one song I distinctly remember my dad playing a lot, and it was like Neo, Stay With Me. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, I fucked with that joint. Hard.
You said, remember my dad playing a Neo song. That shit made me feel old as hell because Neo was popping like only 13 years ago. And that's like her back in the day. Oh my God. He needs a nursing home. Anyways.
And then he was also like always watching like Beyonce. But I always gravitated towards like Rihanna. I feel like she's a big inspiration for me.
What about Rihanna? Like, is it like... Because I like Rihanna too. Because Rihanna, to me, she doesn't like... I feel like Beyonce is like she's like perfect. You know what I mean? Not perfect in... Like, she is somebody that people will look at as like... You know what I'm saying? A perfect role model, but... Rihanna's a little bit edgy. She's a little bit, I don't give a fuck. She's a little bit, turned up. What was it?
I don't know if a lot of people know this about Rihanna, but her moon, I'm getting into zodiacs.
Oh my God.
Her moon, she has an Aries moon. I have an Aries moon too. I do.
Y'all hear this?
I do. So that's why I feel like I relate to her more, because I really actually like, I feel the same way. Like, I don't really give a fuck either. Like, I feel like I can relate to her sometimes when it comes to that. And I'm definitely not perfect. So...
Yeah, that's what I like about her though. Like, she seemed like a girl that you could just fuck with, like you could chill with, you could kick it with, like y'all be bumping some of the same music, y'all be riding, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
and she's also
chill.
really, I feel like she's really versatile.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like I'm very versatile. I just like her a lot. She's dope.
Definitely. So you already said that you like Rihanna. What other artists would you say that were an influence or someone that you modeled your perspective on?
Brianna.
No, let's go. That's the answer to every question. No, Rihanna.
But
what's the sky? What's the color?
People, I mean, I like Normani, but she's not really an influence for me. I'm not a dancer. I'm not like...
You said Armani? Normani.
Yeah, the girl that left Fifth Harmony. The best person in Fifth Harmony. Controversial, okay. But... Yeah.
Hot take.
Besides that, I mean, I like a lot of music, of course, but in terms of who inspires me, I'm not really inspired by like a lot. I kind of feel like I kind of just came up with my own thing.
Who do you like though?
I like Normani, SZA, Giveon, Dua Lipa, all over the place. Like, I like everybody. I like Jessie Reyes. I like a lot of people. I know I'm saying mainly females right now, but I like a lot of people.
What's the
Brent Fayez. Oh man. You be killing that.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, when did you start taking music seriously? Because you said you were playing the violin and you were, you know what I'm saying, playing the piano. When did you decide, like, this is what I want to be. I want to be an artist?
I guess I decided that about a year ago. But, like, I feel like I always had to take it seriously. Like, going to governor's school for the arts and tech and your major being violin, like, you had to take 2 classes every semester that was dedicated to music.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a private lesson person. You have to sign off on that, you know? Like, you have to be serious about it or you're going to fail your classes. You're not going to graduate. So, I feel like I started taking it seriously maybe in high school, but, like, in terms of, like, dropping original songs, I didn't start dropping new original songs till January of this year.
That's what's
January
up.
1st. New year, new me.
Now, that's what's up, because I seen you perform at, you know, many various places and stuff like that. So, since you're saying, like, you started in January, that's pretty good.
No, it's definitely great. Like, I was already at the Juneteenth Festival. If I would have known about the 420 Festival, I would have been there, but I'll definitely be there next year.
Fire shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. Where do you plan on taking it? You know, because
I want to be a pop star.
I
want to be a pop star.
You want to be or you gonna be?
I'm gonna be a pop star. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. I'm gonna be a pop star. That's what it's gonna be.
Most definitely. So, I think we're wrapping it up, but I want to ask you one last question.
All right.
What do you stand for, and what is some last messages that you want to give the viewers that's going to see this?
What do I stand for? I stand for everybody, like, being happy for the most part. Like, I just want everyone to be happy, to be fine. And I want to make music that helps people get through some things that they're going through, especially if I can relate to it, you know. I stand for helping others. I personally, like, I'm religious, so I stand for that too. Yeah, I stand for that. And last remarks, it's Rosa. Like, RosaMira from Richmond, Virginia, in the 7-5. I'm on the way to the top. That's about it.
Let's get it. So, you want to go ahead and
shout out to SNN, for sure. And shout out to you for being here, too.
Appreciate you. So, you want to get into your Instagram and where to find you?
Yep, it's RosaMira J at RosaMira J. Okay.
Okay.
That's about it.
And there we go. Gravity Films. We out.